What's up, family? Starting off with some breaking news that happened yesterday, which has pretty much been happening for a couple of weeks now. We are talking about multiple protests at various universities across the United States, specifically referring to Columbia University, in which they ended up having to get the law enforcement involved to help out with this situation. Take a look at this right here, where earlier this week, last week, where there were students that were actually protesting in regards to the war against or in Gaza. Yes, this is a pro-Palestinian protest, which has pretty much not necessarily going on in New York, but also going on in other states as well. We have also saw where Utah ended up arresting about 19 individuals, but we want to go ahead and talk about what went down yesterday at Columbia University, where it just pretty much got out of hand. They ended up having to call the New York Police Department to come in and assist with this major situation because the protesters were pretty much preventing school to happen, school to go on, and actually some protesters were ending up occupying one of the particular buildings. And yes, like I said, the New York PD had to step in which they showed up in riot gear and pretty much stormed into the building. As you can see in this particular article, it says that the police in riot gear stormed into the building that was held by pro-Palestinian protesters at Columbia University. Now, for those that don't know, this is all because of the war that is going on in Gaza right now because of the recent attacks, and now Hamas is allegedly holding hostages, and Israel has been attacking in the Gaza area for about 5 months now. I believe that this particular war actually started around October the 7th of last year, and it is still going on today, which is why we are seeing more of these Palestinian protests going on in major areas, as specifically regarding to our universities. And yes, guys, this pretty much, like I said, it got out of hand yesterday, and they ended up having to send in NYPD to raid this particular building that was occupied by these protesters. As you can see right here, that Columbia has been a flashpoint in campus battles over the pro-Palestinian protests in the recent weeks, and the heavy police presence represents a significant escalation in the university's response to this major issue. We also saw where these Palestinian protesters were outside of Columbia University, and they pretty much took down the American flag and they were trying to destroy it. Now, that is when you've gone too far. Wouldn't you guys agree? But anyways, I'll show you the video right here on the screen, and you can see that they were trying to remove the USA flag and put up their own Palestinian flag in place of this. This is America. We do not do something like that, guys. We do not remove the United States flag to put up another country's flag for any type of reason whatsoever. So this particular gesture right here is definitely a no-no. Now, the biggest question I have is what actually caused them to finally call in NYPD to do something about it? Was it the occupying of this particular building in which no one else was able to enter or exit this particular building? It was kind of sort of like a hostage situation, if you will. But anyways, police had to enter the campus around 9 p.m. local time in New York last night and ordered protesters and journalists to disperse and leave the grounds near Hamilton Hall, where protesters had barricaded themselves in this particular building. Now, previously and right now, Columbia has begun suspending students who refuse to leave the campus and has threatened students who occupy Hamilton Hall with expulsion, meaning that they will be kicked out from Columbia University. Now, for those of you that have scholarships or someone else is paying for your college, you definitely do not want to get exposed from this school, or you definitely want to not be on TV and people find out who you are and what you did, because that could actually cause some major issues when it's time to either graduate, continue on with school, or even get a job. Or let's say you're actually doing an intern right now. Definitely those companies that are actually hiring you, they probably don't want to see that. So that is definitely something that we do not want to see from these particular protesters. So this is a huge warning, and Columbia faculty is now condemning the heavy police presence in regard to this situation, saying that their attempts to intervene to diffuse the situation were rebuffed by campus administration. Now again, that is conflicting stories, because we were told that the university has actually called in NYPD to come in and do something about this. But on the flip side, some of the faculty are saying that they do not want the police there, and they have no meaning to be there for this particular situation, saying that they need to allow this to play out on its own. But I beg the question, what are the other individuals that are trying to go to school at a peaceful school? What should they be doing right now when they're causing conflict in regards to attending school? Some individuals are just trying to get an education right now, and they don't have or want any part to do with this particular matter, and they have to suffer through all of this. So yes, guys, this is pretty much getting out of hand, and like I said, NYPD had to come in and break it all up and tell these individuals that if you do not go home, if you do not stop protesting, you will face the consequences. And like I said, we have also seen this in Utah. I don't necessarily know the name of that particular university, but I believe that 19 individuals were arrested because they were also protesting in this particular matter as well. So anyways, guys, like I said, police ended up clearing out these protesters from Hamilton Hall, and they're saying that some individuals could be faced with being suspended from school, which means that you won't get your money back. You probably won't get your credits for this semester, as well as other things as well. It says that police ended up clearing out about 30 to 40 people from inside Columbia's University Hamilton Hall late on Tuesday. So anyways, guys, I would love to get your thoughts on this. Definitely take the time to comment down below and let me know what you feel about this. But I definitely believe that people should be able to protest. However, it should not cause danger or other offensive measures to other individuals. Anyways, guys, I would love to get your thoughts on this. And like I said, this is not necessarily happening in New York alone. We also saw it in Utah, but universities are also cracking down on anti-Israel agitators, is what they're calling them, as protesters that are calling for amnesty right now. So anyways, guys, in regards to the war in Gaza, Israel has not said that they are ready to let up as of yet. They still believe that Hamas is holding hostages, and they said that they will continue this war until all hostages have been released. So anyways, guys, we still haven't heard anything from the President Biden, which is just a tragedy, guys. He says that he is running for the next president for 2024, but how can you run for president to be reelected when you are not handling your business that is going on right now under your own watch? That is just fathoming to me, guys. But anyways, guys, I will keep you guys posted as usual. But in other news, I do have some good news for some individuals out there, specifically our hippies. But anyways, yes, guys, we did receive a little bit of good information on Tuesday, in which the Biden administration said that they are planning to reclassify marijuana or cannabis, and saying that they are wanting to ease some of the restrictions nationwide. Guys, this is a game changer. So many people have been arrested, sitting in jail right now for this particular drug, and it doesn't necessarily pose a major risk. And this is not new, guys. This has been going on for quite some time. But you know how the government is. You know how slow they is, and they are reactive versus being proactive. And here we are. It is time for them to be reactive and do something about it. So they are planning to reclassify this particular drug, and that is going to make it very easy to get, as well as being legalized in a lot more states. So that is something that we can see moving forward. Especially, you'll probably start seeing it in high schools. I don't necessarily agree with that. I believe that you probably need to be legally 18 or older to be able to participate in this, but I don't necessarily make make the rules, but the good news is that this is going to be a game changer, guys. It says right here that cannabis is currently classified along with the same other drugs like heroin, LSD. So the Biden administration is expected to reschedule its category that includes such things like steroids and Tylenol with codeine. So anyways, guys, yes, sooner or later, guys, you will be able to buy this by just driving down to the store and getting some of this, or even calling Uber Eats or one of those particular apps to deliver it to your home for you, so you don't necessarily have to drive. So anyways, guys, if you are a participant of this, I won't judge you, but good things are coming ahead very, very soon. And as a byproduct of this news that came out on yesterday, cannabis stocks, guys, they ended up surging because of this new information. Yes, guys, marijuana has been a Schedule 1 substance for more than 50 years, which is in the same category as heroin and some of the other methamphetamines. And stocks linked to this particular news, they ended up skyrocketing more than 25% on Tuesday. So anyways, guys, like I said, just look at that picture right there, guys. Doesn't it look so beautiful? But anyways, I do not partake in this. Maybe once a year, but not on a daily basis, guys. It's just not my thing. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this. If you believe that this is some good news, not necessarily for you and yourself or some of your friends, but for America nationwide, this is a very, very good decision by the Biden administration to move forward with the reclassification of this particular drug. So anyways, guys, I would love to get your thoughts on this. So if you do get the time, go ahead and comment down below, as well as hit the like button. I would love to get your thoughts on this. And as always, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. It only takes 1 second. Just click that button down below, and as well as the bell next to it, and you will be a part of the Budget Bill family. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this down below, and I hope to see you on the next video.